Markets have been wild over the last few weeks, and recently we've had new reports come out from Twitter and Elon Musk, new reports come out from FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried, and a lot of what's going on in the markets, especially with what Michael Burry, famed investor, is doing with his positions. Is he shorting the market? Is he going all in? What is going on there? So we got a lot to unpack. First thing is that we're seeing with the crypto market, there's a lot of news coming out that isn't too great. Genesis owes $900 million to customers of crypto exchange Gemini, according to a new report from the Financial Times. And in this report, they talk about how Genesis allegedly owes over $900 million to clients. Big problems happened for Genesis when they got wrapped up with everything and involved with everything with FTX, the FTX collapse and fallout. They said that they had $175 million of crypto stuck on FTX trading accounts, so that started this snowball effect of things going wrong for Genesis, and so we'll see what happens here. But right now, crypto lender Genesis and their parent company DCG allegedly owe $900 million to Gemini clients. They said they have been forming a creditors committee. They're working on raising money. They're working on solving this issue, but we'll see what happens here. This is not great news for the markets. In addition to this for crypto, we're also seeing that ByBit, one of the biggest crypto exchanges in the world, just recently announced that they are reducing their workforce significantly. ByBit CEO came out on Twitter and he cited the reason for them cutting back on their workforce as really to refocus their efforts during the deepening bear market. They said that it's tough times. They hate to do this, but right now ByBit, along with the rest of the crypto market, has just seen less volume, less business, and things are struggling. So that is why they need to cut back on their workforce. Next up is let's talk a little bit about what's been going on with the FTX drama. So with FTX's collapse, many people have left centralized exchanges and decided to trade only on decentralized exchanges. The reason for this is that we've seen that with decentralized exchanges, there's a lot of benefits. You are always in control of your money. Trading is just as profitable as it is on centralized exchanges, and they always have all the major cryptocurrencies listed. The only downside is that these decentralized exchanges don't have some of the smaller cap altcoins listed, but that's not really a big deal especially in a bear market when you're trying to look for only solid projects. So it's definitely worth looking into getting into these tokens of these DEXs, especially smaller ones, let's say like NomiSwap and BitSwap, and I'll put the links for these down below as well. So if you remember the scenario with BitSwap, when they launched on Binance and other big exchanges, their token saw a massive increase in volume, multiples of its value. An interesting thing with this is that NomiSwap, for example, they had gotten into third place by TVL, total value locked, just before BitSwap, and it only took them 6 months to do, and they never were even listed on a major exchange. So with NomiSwap having plans of listing on major exchanges coming up, with this mass exodus from everything going on with FTX, people moving over to DEXs, I have decided to stake my NMX tokens because of all the opportunities right now. With the bear market leaving prices lower, with the opportunity from FTX, I want to stake it. So when you're looking at decentralized exchanges, let's say for like NomiSwap, they have differentiating features. Like NomiSwap, they have boosting pools, which allow you to lock your funds in a pool for a specified period of time in exchange for higher APR, receive holder bonus, which is the longer you farm, the more additional rewards in NMX you get, and lower swap fees, which is only 0.1%. So when you're looking at DEXs like NomiSwap, they have significant benefits that other DEXs don't have, and that is why I have decided to stake some coins there. But let me know in the comments any DEXs that you guys have been trading on as of recently, smaller cap DEXs that you think have a lot of upside. But NomiSwap has been limiting downside during the bear market. They've been spending 100% of the commission on burning tokens to stabilize the price. They've been looking more into launching on other blockchains, which is going to generate more commission, then lead to more tokens being burned. So ultimately, let me know what DEXs you've been looking at. But recently, FTX had some big announcements come out because Sam Bankman-Fried has been on an interview spree. He's been talking with many different publications, with New York Times, with Financial Times, and many more about what actually happened during the FTX collapse. And he consistently has been saying that he doesn't really remember details. He doesn't know exactly how it happened. He never tried to commit fraud. But in a recent interview with the Financial Times, he says that Alameda was actually given special treatment from the beginning from FTX. And he said the reason for this is because when FTX was first launched in 2019, Alameda took up about 45% of all the volume on FTX's platform. So for that reason, they had given them special treatment in terms of borrowing right from the beginning because of how FTX was started and how so much of their trading volume was due to Alameda. So he said that it was basically a situation where if Alameda's account ran out of capacity to take on new positions, that would lead to risk issues for the platform because they didn't have enough liquidity providers. So ultimately, they did have special treatment for FTX, from FTX to Alameda from the beginning. This was pretty obvious, but a lot of people are now seeing details come out that, not everyone knew, and they are confirming a lot of our beliefs that we had previously. Speaking of what is going on, though, with the tech world, I want to quickly address things going on with Twitter, Amazon, some of the big-name tech companies, as well as Elon Musk. So Amazon just recently announced that they are going to resume advertising on Twitter at a rate of $100 million per year. And this is according to a recent announcement also from Elon Musk, who came out on Twitter and said that Amazon is going to be renewing their advertising efforts on the platform. And this is pretty important because dozens, if not hundreds of advertisers have completely stopped advertising on Twitter's platform ever since Elon Musk took over. But now they're starting to come back slowly but surely. And we're seeing that all these businesses realize the power of Twitter, how it's an effective platform for communicating, and how it's a useful tool for businesses to advertise their products. So we're starting to see more and more advertisers come back, not just Amazon, but we're seeing many other companies. We talked about CBS previously, how they are back on Twitter. We've talked about other major companies. They're all starting to come back. This is going to help Elon Musk and Twitter continue to grow over the coming months. And other news in tech is going to be with Airbnb. So recently, Airbnb just launched a brand new platform that allows renters to host apartments. And they partnered with major landlords all around the U.S. And the way that this platform works is it's essentially called Airbnb-friendly apartments. With this platform, it allows people and users to go ahead and find apartments around the U.S. that are Airbnb friendly, meaning that all of these apartment complexes, people can rent these apartments, and while they're not there, if they're traveling, if they're away, or they want to make some extra income, they can go ahead and rent these out on Airbnb, because right now, many apartment complexes around the U.S. do not allow this. It's against rental agreements, but if you're looking for a way to make extra passive income, you're looking for apartments, this is a useful tool because it'll show you which apartments are available in different cities around the U.S. that allow you to rent out your apartment as an Airbnb. So this is a very useful tool if you're looking to get into real estate. Maybe you don't have enough money to get into rental properties just yet. Maybe you don't have enough money to do flipping, but this is a way to at least dip your toe and start in the rental space and Airbnb space and making money through real estate. Last few things I want to go over is going to be a warning from the IRS and something with what is going on with Michael Burry. So IRS recently just came out with a warning saying that all individuals must report payments of over $600 on Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. They said in a recent announcement on the IRS website that everyone moving forward is going to need to report any payments of over $600 on any of these payment processing apps, any of these sharing apps, because previously the rules were that all of these apps were needed to send users Form 1099-K if their gross income exceeded $20,000 or if they had 200 separate transactions within a calendar year. So now they've lowered these requirements substantially, meaning that many more people are going to be receiving tax documents and need to fill out taxes for their PayPal, their Venmo, for Cash App, for all of these payment apps. So keep an eye out on that. You don't want to miss this. This is very important for anyone who has ever sent or received more than $600 on one of these apps. And last thing is going to be with Michael Burry. Famed investor Michael Burry, known for The Big Short, he says that he is currently not short on the market. He came out on December 3rd, 2022 and says that he is not short on crypto. He's not short on the stock market, that ultimately he has actually been buying. And according to recent SEC filings, he's actually been purchasing quite a bit of different positions. He's been purchasing a lot of prison stocks and prison holdings in particular, but if you're looking into what specific purchases, he's been getting into stock ticker symbol GEO, stock ticker symbol QEO. QRTEA, stock ticker symbol CXW, symbol AJRD, CHTR, and LILAK. So those are the main 6 positions that he has been getting into. So he's not short on the market. He's actually been accumulating and buying significantly more during recent times.